Hello. Um, how's it going, everybody? My name is Sydney. My name's Sydney, and I am here today to do some yoga with you guys. So, we are going to be doing a pretty slow yoga, um, and we're going to be learning the yoga alphabet. So, I have a different pose for each letter of the alphabet that we're going to learn. Um, Before we get started, you just need either a yoga mat or an exercise mat, or you can just do it on a carpet. Just be careful, obviously, if you are moving around. Some of our poses might be balancing poses, so be careful that you don't fall over and hurt yourself. And then I also just have some water just in case I need it, so that we can stay hydrated. So before we start our alphabet, let's just start stretching a little bit. Because some of our poses are a little bit more challenging, so I want to make sure that we're warmed up a little bit. So let's stand up and bend over, touch your toes. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. Now, if you want to go down into cross-leg pose, just to warm up our arms a little bit, let us take our right arm, go across, and stretch a bit. Now, switch arms. Again, make sure you're breathing. Good job. Try to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Alrighty. So, we are stretched out a little bit. So let's get started. The first one we're going to do is A, which is for airplane. So, we're going to stand up at the edge of your mat. And what you're going to do is you can ground through whichever foot you want to start on. We're going to do it on both sides. Ground through whichever foot you want to start on. And you're going to lift your back foot up and put your arms out like an airplane. Keep breathing. Again, this is a balancing pose, so it can be a little difficult. See how long you can stand on the foot. Ooh. You can bring your hands into your heart center as well if that's easier for you to balance. Come back up. Now we're going to try it with the other foot. So ground through the other foot, whichever one you didn't do first, and hinge forward. This foot is a lot harder for me to stay balanced on. So you put your hand or your arms out like an airplane. Remember to keep breathing. It's really easy to stop and hold your breath whenever you're doing a challenging pose. And come back up. Take a deep breath. Our next one is pretty chill. We're going to be doing butterfly pose. So put your feet together and flap your butterfly wings. The closer you put your heels to your body, the more of a stretch you're going to have. Or you can put them further out and bend over to stretch your back. Remember to keep breathing. So that is B for butterfly. Now our next one is going to be cobra. So I'm actually going to move the camera a little bit so you can see. So you're going to lay on your stomach like this, and then plant your hands down right in front of you, and lean back. This is a really, really good lower back stretch. So this is C for cobra. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you're ready, we're going to move to D, which is downward dog. So plant your hands in front of you. If you've done any yoga live videos with me before, we've done downward dog. And then you're going to put your feet on the ground behind you and go up. And then you can pedal out your feet, which means just bend your knees, move them back and forth. Get a good stretch in your calf. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to stay here for another minute. Alright, so drop down to your knees. The next pose that we're going to do is called easy pose. So that's for E, easy pose. Put your toes together behind you and put them down. This is also called child's pose sometimes, so you might have learned it like that. So put your hands above your head, and then you're going to go down in front of you and just rest. This is a good stretch on your hips and your back, as well as your shoulders. Make sure to keep breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. Good job, guys. Okay, our next one, F, is forward fold. So we're going to stand back up, reach high above your head, and fold over. Try to touch your toes if you can. And just stay here. Remember to keep breathing. If you need water or anything, definitely take a break. Come down to your mat and sit with your legs crossed. And we are going to do actually a breathing exercise. So this isn't necessarily a yoga pose, but it's a good breathing exercise. So I like to call it gates breathing because you're opening and closing gates. So G, we're going to be doing gates breathing. So start with your hands in front of you like this. Whenever you open the gates like this, you're going to breathe in, and then when you close them, you're going to breathe out. Ready? Breathe in. Good job. Do it again. Open the gates and close the gates. One more time. Open the gates and close the gates. Good job. So that's G, gates breathing. The next one, this is one of my favorite yoga poses. For H, we are going to do happy baby. So if you've never done happy baby, you're going to lay down on your back and grab the bottoms of your feet like this and push them upwards. This is a really good stretch for your hips. You can also rock from side to side, which can massage your back, which is really nice. This is happy baby. Remember to keep breathing. You can also stretch out one leg at a time if you want to, if that feels good. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. And if it hurts to hold your feet, you can also hold the back of your thighs like this. That is another way you're still getting the same benefits from the pose. Good job. So this is happy baby. One more breath here. Breathe in And breathe out. And we'll rock back up. And our next one is pretty easy. I is for inhale. So we're just gonna take a few deep breaths. Really focus on your breath going through your nose and out your mouth. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Awesome, good job guys. All right, J is jumping frog. So this one, you're gonna squat down like a frog. So you're gonna have your feet a little bit apart, and then you're gonna squat down. And I like to hook my elbows on my knees like this, and you can just have your hands in heart center. Just stay here for a minute. You can go back up and back down too if that feels good. Good job. All right, the next one we're gonna do, I'm gonna actually move it up so you can see, is half moon. So, it's called half moon, but we're calling it kite for K. So, because you're gonna make a kite with your hands like this and put them above your head, and then you're going to lean to one side. So pick a side and lean that way first. Again, your hands are like this above your head. I know it's kind of hard to see. Keep breathing. This is a really, really good stretch for your side. Come back up to the middle and do it on the other side. This is the kite pose. Nice. Okay. Come back down. For L, we are doing lion's breath. I taught this one the other day, so I'll teach it again. Lion's breath is one that really, really gets your body warm and ready to go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna breathe in through your nose, and then when you breathe out, you stick your tongue out and roar like a lion. So let's try that. Breathe in and roar. Breathe in and out. Good job. One more time. Breathe in breathe in and then breathe out like a lion. Breathe in and good job. Lion's breath is a fun one, and like I said, it really gets your breath going and your heart going. Next, we are going to do monkey. So stand back up. And we are going to bend forward. And now, you know how monkeys flap their arms around? That's what we're gonna do. So swing your arms like a monkey. And stay bent over like this to stretch your calves. Good job, guys. Remember to keep breathing. All right, for the next one, you can either stay standing or sit down. And we are just going to be doing N neck rolls. For N, we're gonna be doing neck rolls. So, start by putting your ear to your right shoulder, right ear to your right shoulder, and then roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. Do one more big circle here. When you get back to your shoulder, go the other way. Do it one more time on each side. Nice. Good job. I will be going on to O, which is octopus pose. So you're gonna lay down on your back, put your legs in the air, and put your arms in the air. I know it's only 4 tentacles, but we're gonna pretend that We have 8 tentacles. And then you're gonna go from side to side, waving your tentacles around. Try to keep your back planted on the ground. Keep breathing. Good job. So that is O, octopus pose. Now, P, this one can be a little hard, so I'll teach you how to do it, and then I'll also teach you a modification, a way to do it that's a little bit easier. So, this is P, plank pose. So you're gonna plant your hands almost like you're going into downward dog, but instead of putting your booty in the air, you're just gonna hold it like this. Hold here. A way to do it that's a little easier, put your knees down, but still hold your arms up like this. So that's a modified plank. Hold up and keep breathing. We'll do this for 2 more breaths. Good job. Okay. Next, we're going to be doing Q queen pose. So, this is also sometimes called mountain pose, or we're calling it queen's pose. Hold up your arms out like this, stand up tall, put your shoulders back, and just breathe. And we're going to move right into our, which is ragdoll. So kind of like we did for monkey, you're going to bend over, put your arms like this, and just kind of hang there like a ragdoll. Really let your legs stretch out. You can do like monkey and kind of just let them dangle and maybe swing back and forth a little bit. Make sure to keep breathing. Just stretch here for a minute. Good job. All right. Next one is going to be on our stomach again. Now this one is pretty hard, but I'm going to teach you how to do it. I honestly can't even do it very well. So what you're going to do is put your hands up like this, and then you're going to push up and try to, this is called swan, so S for swan. If your feet can touch the back of your head, that's great. If not, just push back. Obviously my feet are not going to touch my head, but stretch back like this and keep breathing. Don't push too far. If you're, just go as far as you're comfortable. Good job. Now, we are going to do T for tree. So for this one, I'm sorry that my head gets cut off when I stand up. For this one, you're going to put your hands at your heart center like this, and you're going to pick up one leg at a time and plant it either above your knee or below your knee. Don't plant it on your knee. And just hold and balance here like a tree. And keep breathing. Good job. Now, put that one down and switch to the other foot. Again, you can either put it below your knee, or if you're more flexible than I am, you can put it up and hold it above your knee. But I'm putting mine below my knee right now. Awesome. Okay, now we are doing unicorn pose. So, I've taught this before as cat and cow, but we are going to make it a little different to make it for you unicorn. So you're going to start like this, and whenever we breathe in, we're going to arch our back up like this. And then when we breathe out, pretend that you have a unicorn horn and push it up and put your belly down, okay? So curl in, breathe in, push your unicorn horn out. Good job. One more time, breathe in. And push your unicorn horn up to the sky. Good job. Alrighty. Now we're going to be doing V, which is just simply called V pose. So you're going to lay down, put your legs up, and then just make them into a V. You can put them as far out or as close together as you want, whatever's comfortable for you. And just stretch here. You can hold them up if it feels better. Make sure your back is staying flat on the ground as well. And come back up and actually stand up, because our W is waterfall. So for waterfall, we are going to put our hands up like this, and then I'll actually turn sideways. You're gonna bend backwards like a waterfall is going down your back. And stretch here, make sure to breathe. And come back up. Okay, for X, we're going to be doing star pose. So you're basically just going to make an X with your body. Put your legs out and put your arms up. You can like kind of move your hips like this. That might feel good on your back. And just stretch out. And then this is actually a really easy way to get into our next one, which is for Y, a wide-legged bend. So keep your hands out like that, or your legs out like this, and then you are going to fold forward. So our bodies kind of look like an upside down Y right now. Then we're going to fold forward and stretch like this. So a wide-legged bend, forward fold between our legs. Good job, guys. All right, and that brings us to Z. So Z is, you know, when you see like an emoji or a cartoon of someone sleeping, it has the Z's above them and they're going to sleep. This is called the Z's pose. So we end all of our yoga practices with what's called Savasana. It's also called corpse pose, resting pose. So we're going to do that to end our practice. And all you do for corpse pose, for the Z's pose, is put your hand or legs out a little bit, put your arms at your side, and literally just breathe. Just completely rest. Listen to the music, follow your breath. Just rest here. Whenever you're ready, bring some movement into your legs, into your fingers. And when you're ready, roll over on your side like this and just rest for a second. And then as soon as you're ready, bring yourself up to a seated position. And that's it. We did our yoga alphabet. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I do yoga lives at least once a week usually, and I really like doing yoga with you guys. So I hope that I can see you again next time. Again, my name is Sydney, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.